Alright, so today's video is all about the customary units of capacity. Capacity is how much liquid something can hold or how much space is inside a container. So, the customary units of capacity, you may have heard these before. The biggest one is 1 gallon, and each gallon has 4 quarts in it, so the next size would be quarts. In 1 quart, there are 2 pints. If these are starting to sound like sizes of milk, you would be correct, because you can buy milk in all of these sizes. In 1 pint are 2 cups. We use cups to measure a lot of things in cooking and baking. And in 1 cup, there are 8 fluid ounces. You may have heard that you should drink 8 cups of water a day, and each cup has 8 fluid ounces. Alright, so I've got a trick here to help you remember all of these measurements, because there are a lot of them. So I want you to picture a story. I'm going to tell you a story, and the story is called The Land of Gallon, or Gallon. So I've got a big G to represent the land of Gallon. Okay? So once upon a time, there was a land of Gallon. And in the land of Gallon, there lived 4 queens. Each of those 4 queens had a prince and a princess. And each prince and princess had 2 children. And each of those children were 8 years old. So why did I tell you this story? Well, in the land of Gallon, there were 4 queens. Those 4 queens represent the 4 quarts in a gallon. Each queen had 2 prince and princesses, 1 prince, 1 princess. So each queen, each quart has 2 pints. Each prince or princess had 2 children. So that's to help you remember. Each pint, prince or princess, had 2 children, 2 cups. And how old were the children? They were all 8 years old. So 1 cup is equal to 8 fluid ounces. I'm going to show you that you can draw this really quick and easy anytime that you are making these conversions on your own. So I'm going to do that right now. So first you start off, you draw a big G to represent the land of Gallon. And inside that big G, you're going to make your 4 queens to represent your 4 quarts. It does not have to be beautiful. And in each queen had a prince and a princess to represent your 2 pints. And then each prince and princess each had 2 children. His children, her children, their children. I'm going to use a different color. Their children, children, 2 children for you, 2 children for you, 2 children for you. And then all the children were 8 years old, so I'm just going to put an 8 next to each cup, because there are 8 fluid ounces in every cup. Now I can use this picture. Instead of writing out all of the measurements, I've just written them out in picture form to refer back to. And this looks like a pile of letters and numbers, but really it's a key for you to go back to. So let's look at this first conversion here. How many pints are in 2 gallons? Well, in 1 gallon, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pints, if you count up all of the P's for pints. So if 1 gallon equals 8 pints, then 2 gallons times those 8 pints would equal 16 pints in all. Let's look at the next question. Quarts to pints. If I have 6 quarts, how many pints do I have? Well, in 1 quart, there are 2 pints. So 6 quarts times my 2 pints would give me 12 pints in all. Now, gallons to quarts. In 1 gallon, I have 4 quarts. So 3 groups of 4 would give me 12 quarts. Let's do another one. 24 fluid ounces equals how many cups? Well, let's see. In 1 cup, there are 8 ounces. So I'm going from small to big this time, so 24 divided by 8 would give me 3. So there are 3 cups for 24 ounces. Now, pints to cups. 5 pints equals how many cups? Well, in 1 pint, there are 2 cups. So 5 pints times 2 cups, 5 groups of 2 would give you 10 cups. And lastly, we're going from cups to fluid ounces. Okay, in 1 cup, there are how many ounces? 8. So if we have 8 groups of 8, then we would have 64 fluid ounces. Now, this is a handy trick. I think you'll find it's kind of fun to draw out before you do these. Upload your pictures of these for me. I want to see how you drew it out. Maybe you did it a lot neater than me. Maybe you added cuter symbols or colors than me. I'd love to see it. And hopefully it helped you solve your problems today. Have a fantastic day.